Welcome to ReviewMean, the channel where we go an extra mile to simplify your movie decisions. Today we'll be scoring Tron Ares, starring Jared Leto and some other folks. At the time of this video, these were the critics that had reviewed the movie. Dan Murrell says, "This movie looks great and the music sounds great, but it's all just a fancy candy wrapper hiding some pretty bland chocolate underneath. I mean, this is discount chocolate in Willy Wonka packaging."
The best kind of prize is a surprise.
Dan adds, "Tron Ares has a budget reported at around $180 million. And if it's a financial disappointment, the fingers are going to be pointed at the audience once again for not showing up.
You point a lot.
But that finger is also rarely pointed back at the studios for deciding to leave breadcrumbs of an actual story instead of giving the audience a real story. He gives a 'it's fine' rating because the movie experience is improved by the music and visuals. Dan's advice: treat this movie like a concert. Think that you are not going to see a movie. You are going to a visual Nine Inch Nails concert.
You are wise as you are kind.
Wearing this really supercilious smile all the way through the film.
Kermode from the Kermode and Mayo's Take comments. It's visually flashy. It's very noisy. It is utterly empty. And it is one of the most boring experiences I have had in a very, very long time. The main problems are these. For all the flashbang visuals, and there's a lot of flashing and a lot of banging, I didn't care about anyone or anything at any point.
I mean, literally, whilst watching it, it was like my brain was atrophying inside my head because it was so immensely loud and stupid.
You have got to watch the full review. It's incredibly funny. This has got to be a 0.5 as well.
But,
Jeremy Jans says, "I feel like a constant if I'm placing my bets are going to be positives all around for the visuals and the soundtrack." He says, "In the end, yeah, Tron Ares absolutely disappointed me. Solid soundtrack, and you guessed it, action sequences and visuals, baby, but nothing below the surface of that."
The best character in the film by far, that Nine Inch Nails soundtrack.
We'll convert Jeremy's opinion to a 1.5, the critical drinker says. Anyway, it's without doubt one of the dumbest, most pointless, and creatively bankrupt movies I've seen all year. He adds, "Ultimately, Tron Ares is a movie that left me with one burning question when it was all over. What exactly was the point in this film? And to be honest, I still can't answer it." We'll convert the drinker's opinion to a definite 0.5. Adam Does Movies says, "Because apparently greatness takes time to create. And when you are building up a property as intricate as Tron, you need to make sure every piece fits perfectly, which is kind of a head-scratcher when watching Tron Ares, and it completely ignores everything that happened in Legacy." He also says, "It did nothing to really elevate the material, because when everything is worse than the predecessor, what's even the point?" We'll convert his opinion to a 1 out of 5. 3C Films says, "And really, I think those are just the three biggest things here is awesome visuals, cool action sequences, bumping score, and some interesting ideas to keep the world of Tron going." He also says, "All in all, my issues with it, I think, are pretty harmless. I think you'll still enjoy it for the visual aspect, the entertaining, and I do think the final battle does have kind of its cool aura moments. It just comes down again to me not connecting with really any character in this movie, so a lot of that felt weightless to me." 2.9 is the average of his scores. Sean Chandler says, "Yeah, I got what I wanted out of that movie. It took me back to that world and delivered solid fun Tron adventure." Sean also says, "Tron Ares is very much like the first two Tron movies. The standout is the visuals, the world, the light bikes, the score, the script itself. You know, not the best. There's some rough spots in here, and you just have to be able to go along with it." He gives a B, which translates to a 3.75. Austin Burke says, "As bad as the script is at times, and it's bad, really bad.
This is bad.
But it actually ends up playing fairly well in terms of entertainment factor." He also says, Tron Ares lacks the depth necessary to allow its story to stand out from the crowd. The characters are all fairly one-note, with Leto being the most interesting. As someone who isn't a hardcore fan of this franchise, the experience is fun enough. He gives a 60% score, which is 3 out of 5. Oliver Harper says, "The main problem at the heart of the film is that you don't care about anything about what's happening on screen, but you could argue the other films had similar issues." He also says, "Overall, it has some nice little moments, great production values, but it's let down by a rubbish script and forgettable characters." Young kids may get a kick out of the visuals, but any long-time fans of Tron will be leaving the cinema very disappointed. We'll convert this to a 2 out of 5. Beyond the Trailer says, "You know, I liked it, alright." So, awesome visuals, check. Great music, check. And you know that those are the only 2 boxes that Tron Ares or any Tron movie really needs to check. But surprisingly, this latest film actually checks a couple of other boxes. Tron Ares made me think. It made me think about technology and about the world of Tron. I didn't like the last Tron movie. I mean, I appreciated it. Everyone loves the visuals and the music. But I thought the Tron legacy was a chore to get through. This was not a chore to get through. I enjoyed it. We'll give this a 3 out of 5.
Oh, yeah, that's the stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's the stuff.
Price of Reason says, Tron Legacy was stylish and thoughtful with its world-building visuals, making us feel like we were really inside the grid. But in Tron Ares, all the visuals just feel random and scattered. While they may look sharper than the ones we saw in Tron Legacy on a technical level, they have no sense of planning or real purpose when it comes to expanding this world. He also says, even though 9 Inch Nails are talented musicians, they deliver such a repetitive, lackluster, and boring score here that it ends up sounding like one never-ending collection of industrial farts, with Trent Reznor mumbling some crap over them. He gives the movie a 25% score, a 1.25 on our scale. Now let's round up the numbers and convert to percentage. The ReviewMean score for Tron Ares is 40%, compared to 53% on the tomatometer. So, Tron Ares dazzles your eyes, pounds your ears, and then quietly forgets to involve your brain. Seems to be a movie that proves that looking cool isn't the same as being cool. However, if you are interested in just the visuals or the music, this is your movie. Interestingly, the popcorn meter shows an audience score of 86%, so I guess a lot of people want exactly that. There you have it, folks. But what about you? Did our score match your vibe? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if this helped you make a more informed decision, or gave you one less thing to Google today, give a big thank you to the amazing reviewers we featured by subscribing to them, support their work, and of course smash that subscribe button for ReviewMean. Like, comment, share, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, let the numbers do the watching for you.